With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hold on.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. First down, here's Mitchell. And out of bounds right around the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Ravens at 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorite.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Harris. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut on field.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and a couple. Jackson. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. So is a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pickens going in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. In motion right is Austin. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. option right. Pickett going to run with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Pickett. He's got the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Hey, middle.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's caught, Mitchell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 50 catches for him now in the year. He's got a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, McFarland. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued...
On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On the give, this is Harris. Fighting through. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pickett now on 1st down.
He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 9.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Going up top. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Pickett.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And just shouting him off there. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they will take a knee here.
Come on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Jack. Go.
And they take a knee. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Pickett.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Pickett's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Ravens, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.